So now that we've seen how to find the slope of a line through two given points, we are now able to find the actual equation, the whole equation of a line given 2 points. Okay, so let's go through how we would do this. So we know that a line is given by y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out the equation for the line that passes through 1, -1, and 5, 1. Okay, so the first thing that we might think to do, because we've already been shown explicitly how to do this, is to find the slope. So we can find the slope by finding y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, or we can think of that as rise over run. So let's say the point 1, -1 is 0.1, and the point 5, 1 is 0.2. And again, you could choose the other way around if you want, if you prefer the addition and subtraction from the other combination of points, but either way is fine. But I like this way. Let's do this arrangement here. So here we have y2 minus y1 is going to be 1 minus -1 over 5 minus 1. So 1 minus -1, this is the same thing as 1 plus 1, and then 5 minus 1 is 4. So we have 2 over 4, which is 1/2. Okay, so we know that the slope of our line is 1/2. Okay, so that means that the basic form of our line is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus b. Okay, so what we did was we took this 1/2 and we substituted it in for this m value here. So we know the basic form of our line is 1/2 x plus b, but we can actually do a little bit better than that, because we have a way to plug in values for y and for x, and that's because we're given 2 points on the line. So you can now pick your favorite of these 2 points, and you can plug them in for x and y. So I'm going to pick point 1, and I'm going to plug the x value in for x and the y value in for y. So if we take, now we're going to substitute point 1, okay? So what we're going to do here is we're going to have y, which is equal to -1 in this case. So we have -1 is equal to 1/2 times x, or in this case, 1. So 1/2 times 1 plus b. Okay? And now what we're going to do is we're going to solve for b. Okay? So we have -1 is equal to 1/2 times 1, or just 1/2 plus b. We can take 1/2 away from both sides. That will cancel this 1/2 here. And that's going to give us that b is equal to -1 minus 1/2. Or if we want to write -1 with a denominator of 2, we can write this as -2 over 2 minus 1 over 2. Or we have -2 minus 1 over 2, since they have a common denominator. And that's going to give us -3 over 2. So our b value is going to be -3 over 2. So the actual equation of our line is going to be y equals 1/2 x plus -3 over 2. Or you can rewrite this as 1/2 x minus 3 over 2. So that would be the equation for this line. All right, let's try this line. Here we have a line that is going through the point -6, 2 and the point 4, 4. All right, so we start by trying to find our slope. So if we say that this is point 1 and this is point 2, m is going to be given by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, or we can do 4 minus 2 over 4 minus -6. 4 minus 2 is 2. 4 minus -6 is the same thing as 4 plus 6. So we get 2 over 10, or we have 1/5. Okay, so the basic form of our line is going to be y equals 1, no, that's not right, y equals 1 over 5x plus b. And so now you can pick your favorite of these 2 points, and you can plug them in for x and y. Okay, so to solve for b, I like the 0.2, the 0.44, so our second point here, so we're going to use this point and substitute it in. So here we're going to have y, which is, so this y, which is our y value here, is going to give us 4 is equal to 1 over 5 times x. So we're going to use the x value here, times 4, plus b. I want to make one quick note. I should have mentioned this the first time around. You have to choose the x and y values from the same point, right? So you couldn't choose the y value from point 2 and the x value from point 1. That wouldn't work. So if you like the y value from one point, you're going to have to use the x value and vice versa, okay? So you have to commit to one of the 2 points. It doesn't really matter which one, but you do have to commit to one of the 2. You can't interchange the x and y values here, okay? All right, so from that, we can rewrite this as 4 is equal to 4 over 5 plus b. So if we take away 4 over 5 from both sides, these will cancel. Let me move all of this so we have a little bit more room. Okay, and that's going to give us b is equal to 4 minus 4/5. Okay, but we're able to write 4 so that it has a denominator of 5. So we can multiply this by 5 over 5, and that's going to give us 20 over 5 minus 4 over 5, which is going to give us 20 minus 4 over 5, or we have 16 over 5. Okay, so our line is going to be given by, y equals 1/5 x plus 16 over 5. Okay, so now let's take a look at this problem here. Here we have where we need to write an equation for a horizontal and vertical line passing through the point -6, 5. So let's find the point -6, 5. So we go to the left 6 on the x-axis, and we're going to go up 5. So this is going to be our point -6, 5. We want to find a horizontal and a vertical line passing through this point. Now, these are always fairly easy, okay? All you have to do is you have to identify the x and y values, okay? So this is your x value. This is your y value, okay? So if you want a vertical line going through it, it's going to look about like this, and therefore your equation for the vertical line, and remember, x equals something, that's always a vertical line. So your vertical line is going to be x equals -6. And your horizontal line, okay, which looks a little bit like this. This is going to be y equals 5. So really all you have to do is substitute your x and y values in. And remember that a vertical line is given by x equals a number, and a horizontal line is given by y equals a number. So these really aren't that bad.